Are you thinking about buying a beach house in Oxnard and want to weigh what the pros and cons are of each one of the 3 beaches? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Gary Eberhardt, and I want to thank you for today being on our channel. If you get anything today of value, all I ask that you hit that like button. And if this is your first time on the channel, you can hit the subscribe. It'll help out a lot. Also, if you get halfway through this video and you think to yourself, you know what, I want to work with this guy, there will be a link below in the description that we can book a call for a time that works for you. So a little bit of backstory about me. I grew up in the beach area. My first place I ever remember was Oxnard Shores. Back then, there was a 15-year moratorium to build any oceanfront houses. So imagine walking out to the beach, not having any homes around you. Out of the 3 beaches, Oxnard Shores is located to the far north of Oxnard. Oxnard Shores is the only one of the 3 beaches that is governed by the city of Oxnard. There are different rules when it comes to building height, construction, whether or not there are lifeguards on the beach during the summer months, as well as whether or not you can Airbnb. There's the Oxnard Shores Mobile Home Park, which is probably the beginning budget of Oxnard Shores. There are some great units in there. You have to be 55 years or older. There are many pros to living in Oxnard Shores. The one pro that I can think of off the top of my head is that Airbnb rules are a lot different than they are with the County of Ventura. Besides the limitations on Airbnb, Oxnard Shores has got a lot of other advantages that these other beaches do not. First thing is the lot sizes in Oxnard Shores are larger than they are at Hollywood Beach, as well as Silver Strand Beach. So if you have pets, I do highly recommend looking into Oxnard Shores because you do get a nice backyard. If your budget is high, I'm saying above $5 million, then I'm gonna tell you that Oxnard Shores is one of the best places to own an oceanfront house. You are closer to the water than any of the other 2 beaches, as well as a lot of times those homes are gonna be newer because of the 15-year moratorium they had to build homes. A lot of these homes were built later on and they're much larger. Another pro of Oxnard Shores is the fact that you do get a lot more people who live there full time. It is less likely that you're going to be living next to an Airbnb in Oxnard Shores than it would be if you bought a house in Hollywood Beach or Silver Strand Beach because of the restrictions on Airbnbs in Oxnard. Another pro of Oxnard Shores is the way I feel like it feels like a community to me. You know a lot of your neighbors. A lot of people grew up in Oxnard Shores and they still live in Oxnard Shores. There's generational Oxnard Shortians. People lived here forever. And don't ever say you live in Mandalay Shores because they're not gonna like that. Another one of the things I really like about Oxnard Shores is you do have a lot of mom and pop stores around. You have Heavenly Cakes Donuts, which I remember when I was a little kid. You have Red Tandem Brewery, you have the Bottle Shop, you have the Shores Bar and Grill. A lot of locals come to these spots and they do support them a lot. The downside of Oxnard Shores, I already mentioned the Airbnb restrictions, so if you're looking to invest into an Airbnb, definitely call the city of Oxnard, work with a real estate expert who knows the ins and outs of the Airbnb system in Oxnard, and don't buy something in there thinking you can Airbnb it to find out you can't. Another pro of Oxnard Shores that I really like, and a lot of locals like too, is the fact that you can get a golf cart from the far tip of 5th Street all the way to the harbor entrance in Hollywood Beach. There are side streets, there's all kinds of stuff that makes you not have to get on the main road. One of the negatives of Oxnard Shores is the fact that it is a city-ran beach and you do not have lifeguards there in the summer months. You do have a fire station located in the harbor and they have a fast response, but if you're somebody who really wants lifeguards in the summer months, then Oxnard Shores is not the beach for you. Just south of Oxnard Shores and just actually south of the Hilton Hotel, which is kind of a good landmark to tell you where you're at, is Hollywood Beach. Hollywood Beach is probably one of the most expensive price per square foot in all of Oxnard. They do have a great walking scale to things like art walks, farmers markets. You have a lot of food trucks, and there's a ton of restaurants in Hollywood Beach as well. One of the pros of Hollywood Beach is if you own a boat and your boat is docked on the west part of the harbor. That way you can go from your house in Hollywood Beach to the harbor without having to really travel very far. Hollywood Beach also has a lot of museums. If you're into that type of thing, you can rent jet skis, you can go parasailing. There's all kinds of great things to do in Hollywood Beach. It's kind of the hub of entertainment as far as the beach goes. The downside of Hollywood Beach is the fact that you can Airbnb there. So summer months are really busy, and if you're someone who's looking to live somewhere full time and you're kind of trying to escape the summer crowd, then Hollywood Beach might not be the spot for you. Another one of the pros of living in Hollywood Beach is the fact that you have a Harbor Walk condominium complex there. There's a lot of units in Harbor Walk. It's a good price point to get into in case you cannot afford a multi-million-dollar home, but you still want to be centrally located to all the entertainment and all the amenities that Hollywood Beach offers. Price point in Harbor Walk will probably start at around $700,000 and will run up to about $1.2 million currently. Homes that come for sale in Hollywood Beach, they usually sell fast. The same with the homes that come in Silver Strand, because a lot of people who buy these homes out here are investors or someone who's looking for a second vacation home. They're looking to Airbnb. So properties that come on the market quick, they usually don't last long if they're priced right. So if you're trying to get into one of these properties, you need to work with a local agent who knows the ins and outs of the market. Last but certainly not least is Silver Strand Beach. Silver Strand actually borders the CBC Navy base to the south, as well as the Channel Islands Harbor to the north. Silver Strand is another one of those beaches in Oxnard that are unincorporated, so they do allow for Airbnbs through the county of Ventura. Silver Strand is also one of the most affordable beaches in all of Southern California. So some of the pros of Silver Strand are obviously price point. It's one of the most affordable beaches in all of Southern California. There are less than 700 homes on the main side of Silver Strand Beach, not including Hollywood by the Sea. A lot of these are rentals, short-term rentals, Airbnbs. Also, there's a lot of community that have grew up in Silver Strand that live here full-time. So it's one of those neighborhoods that you're gonna find a great local presence as well as a good opportunity if you're an investor. One of my favorite things about Silver Strand is how good the surf is year-round. Growing up in Oxnard, I grew up in the water, fished, surfed my whole life, and Silver Strand was always one of the better waves in Oxnard. Besides being known for great year-round surf, it's also one of the safer beaches, being that it has lifeguards on in the summer months. Downside of living in Silver Strand, like I said, it depends on what you're looking to do. If you're an investor, there's really not a whole lot of downside of living here. But if you're looking for a beach house to live full-time, then the chances of you living next to or close to an Airbnb are probably pretty good. You know, the one thing about Oxnard is we are located about 5 miles from the freeway, so you do not get a lot of corporate restaurants down here in the beach area. Most of these are mom and pop shops. They're supported by the locals. The winter months are slow in Oxnard, so if you're somebody who wants to buy a place and live here full-time, you're gonna see just half the people go away in the winter months and everyone come in the summer months. If you ask me where I want to live in Oxnard, I'm going to tell you this. I want to surf in Silver Strand, I want to eat in Hollywood Beach, and I want to live in Oxnard Shores. I like the option of being able to live somewhere that I know that's not going to have an Airbnb next to me. You can never guarantee that, but that's why I do like Oxnard Shores. So if you're thinking about getting into the beach market and you just don't know where to go, I hope this video helped you. There's a lot of information on the City of Oxnard website about the Airbnb rules and restrictions. If you have any questions about that, I'm happy to help you out.